Hello.
Hello,
Hi,
ma'am.
Pooja. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, ma'am. I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm also doing great. Thank you for asking me. Okay, so we are meeting for the first time. So, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. So, my name is Pooja. I'm from Delhi, and currently I'm working as an online English trainer at Ocean English Academy, as well as I'm a part-time YouTuber. Talking about my academic background, I hold a bachelor's degree in English literature, and I'm a TESOL certified trainer as well as IELTS certified trainer. So that's about me. Yeah.
Okay, great to know. I came across your channel only a few days ago, and when I saw that you are a certified trainer, so I thought it would be a great insight for my viewers.
Yeah, definitely. I would love to share all my learnings for the viewers. I hope that will be helpful for them.
Yeah. Okay, so for how long you have been teaching in Ocean English Academy?
I have been teaching there for around 2 years. I took a few months break in between because of my marriage, and now I'm continuing there again.
So you teach offline or only online?
No, I only teach online. Work from home suits me. I can't take offline classes.
Okay, okay, great. In the initial days when I started my English learning journey, I used to follow Ocean English Academy's channel. Vidyushi ma'am, she is the only one who upload
Yes,
videos. Yeah, she is a great trainer. I like
yeah,
watching her videos.
yeah. I also love her videos as well as her personality. She's really inspiring figure for all of us.
Yeah, definitely.
And I consider
And
myself very lucky to have such a, you know, to be associated with this great platform and to have a mentor like her.
hmm. So you got your training also from Vidushi ma'am, or you are just teaching there?
Actually, it was not formal training before joining. I just started with my own skills and, knowledge. But after a few months, there were some sessions where Vidushi ma'am would join us and guide us and help us to, become better.
Hmm.
So it was not like regular training sessions, but for few months we had like training sessions with in which Vidushi ma'am would, share her feedback. We used to teach and she used to share her feedback with us. She used to guide us on how to improve, how to teach particular topics in the way because everyone has their own teaching style and
Hmm.
people generally love her teaching method. That's why people watch this her channel. So that's why she used to guide us and help us to grow in this platform. So I think those sessions which I took at Ocean were really helpful. But mostly I follow my own teaching style because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I'm more comfortable with that. And I think if students like it, then there's no issue, having your own methodology. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone has their own teaching style. So, and when did you start your YouTube channel?
It was long time back, I think in the year 2020 during lockdown. Uh,
Okay.
but I discontinued after a few months because I was busy with other stuff. Also, after a few years of break, now I think that I have the time, and I think like a lot of English trainers are coming up on YouTube
Hmm.
to connect to a lot of students and to share their learning. So that's why I thought that I can try as well. That nowadays I'm posting their conversational videos. So yeah, I've resumed that.
So you connect with the YouTubers and upload the videos, or the sessions you are taking online, those sessions also you upload on your channel.
Sometimes I send requests to the YouTubers, and if they're interested, I have a conversation with them. Otherwise, some people, send me comments. Some of my subscribers and viewers that you are interested to have a conversation. So I record a conversation with them. I upload it on my channel. But all of them are like free sessions, not the ones which I'm, teaching, not my online classes. I don't record it because students don't feel comfortable. So I never record my online sessions.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so when it come to when it comes to taking sessions, so is it only the way other platforms take like Clappingo and Camly? They just help the learners in their conversation. They don't. There is not much guidance. Like they are not providing any grammar lessons or something like that. So, what kind of lesson do you provide?
My sessions are full of four components: reading, listening, writing, and speaking, along with the grammar topics. So I mostly help the student with their speaking section. If the
Hmm.
students are of intermediate or advanced level, they require speaking activity. So I mostly focus on speaking. But apart from that, I also help them with the grammar. I help them with some other topics such as idioms, phrasal verbs, collocations, and like I cover all the grammar topics. Apart from that, I cover these many topics also. And then, yeah, the speaking activity is must. I make sure that in every class, I spend at least 15 to 20 minutes for the speaking activity. I give them like a group discussion or 1 minute speaking activity, role plays. So any kind of activity which will help the learner to speak in class. Because most of them have this problem that they do not have the environment at home to practice. So, they need a partner to practice with. So that's why I make them practice in the class. But I make sure that grammar is also important. So I can't skip that. Tappingo and other platforms only focus on having conversations and,
Conversation.
yeah. But I think they miss out on other stuff. Like students are unable to polish their grammar skills. So that is also really important. So I focus on all the different aspects, whether it is grammar, whether it is speaking, listening, reading, or writing, everything. Yeah.
Yes, learners, because if we talk about the platforms, learners themselves have to put more efforts. Like they have to work on their grammar, vocabulary, and sentence structures too. They just take the help from learners in conversation part.
Yes, yes. That I totally agree with that.
Yeah. And even
So
sometimes the learners are making mistakes, then also they don't tell that you are making a mistake. So this is also, and this way the learner will keep making the mistakes.
yes,
How will they
they will
know?
keep
How
making
will
the
they
same
know
mistake.
that they are making the mistakes if someone will not rectify them?
Yeah. I think one of the major reason for that is they have very short duration session. Like I think
Hmm.
it's like 15, 20 minutes. Whether on ocean we have to take 1 hour session. That's a very long session. We have time. And most of the students come for one-on-one class. So our entire focus is on just one student. We understand their requirement and we cater to their needs. We customize the lesson plans according to their needs. Whereas on Clappingo and other apps, they just have conversation and they're unable to understand the students'
Hmm.
requirement. That
Yeah, some sessions are only 15 minutes or long, and then they just introduce themselves, and 5 minutes go in this, like introducing themselves. And after that, only 10 minutes are left. And in those 10 minutes are not enough if we want to become fluent in English. We cannot become fluent in just 10 minutes. We need to put
absolutely.
more efforts.
Yes, I totally agree with that. It depends
So I
on
have a
practice
class.
only. If somebody is practicing for like if you want to see actual progress within 3 months or 6 months, it's mandatory to practice at least for 30 minutes,
Hmm.
so that your tongue and your muscles are comfortable, you don't fumble while speaking. So it is really important to speak as much as they can.
Yeah.
So I also make sure that the student, when they are speaking, I don't interrupt them. Otherwise, the flow will break, and then they will have trouble in starting again. So I let them speak. I note down the mistake, and then I share the feedback. So this is something which I do.
Yeah.
And to
That's
be
a great
honest, it's very
strategy.
difficult to see the, it's not easy to see the progress. Even in my class, students are practicing for 30 minutes. Still, some students are unable to see progress within 1 month, 2 months. So you can imagine that how much practice it requires. If you actually want to make a noticeable progress, you have to practice like 30 minutes. For my, if I consider my example, when I was learning English, I would practice for 1 hour, 2 hours a day, sometimes 3 hours a day. So whatever free time I would get, I would just spend that in practicing. So I give the same, suggestion to my students also.
You're right. It takes a lot of time. Even I started
Mm.
learning English since I think more than 2 years. It's been more than 2 years, and I have been practicing for 1 hour every day without
See,
taking a
yeah,
break. If I take a break for a few days, like 2, 3 days, I didn't talk to anyone, then again, when I start my practice, I find it really difficult to speak. My
yeah,
mouth
I think.
muscles don't allow me to speak then.
Yeah, you and Divyan sir were having the same discussion. He was telling that if you keep practicing for a few days and then you take break,
Yes.
then you have to start from zero. You know, you have to
Hmm.
start from zero again. You have to, it will take a lot of time and efforts to reach the
Yeah.
same stage.
And
That's why it is the best thing is to practice every day, even for some time, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or half an hour, whatever time you get, but speak every day, practice every day. Then only you can see progress.
yeah, practicing every day is very important. If I don't get anyone to speak, so you know that in India we don't have the environment. Sometimes I don't get anyone to speak with. Sometimes I have sessions like with the English Jari or with Clapping Go and sometimes with other people. But there are a few days when I don't have anyone to speak with. In that case, I prefer to read out loud. Reading out loud is also a great practice. I have seen that. If I in a day when I read for a few minutes and I read out loud, then also I feel that I am fluent. If I have to speak with someone after that, I feel very comfortable. But if I don't do it,
Okay,
then it's very difficult.
that's nice that you have figured out some other way in case you don't have a partner to practice with. But I, just like you, I don't find like reading is very helpful for me because I'm not a good reader. I can't focus on reading. I'm good. I'm a good listener. So if you ask me to listen to a video of 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it's easy for me. I think you are not good at listening. You shared in some
Yeah,
video.
I don't know why
I know about it.
everyone says the same thing that I am good listener. I'm a good listener and I found listening very helpful. But in my case, it is just opposite. Whenever I start listening something, I just lose my interest and I get distracted because of and if I start